So today we're going to look at this scientific slinky, and we're going to look at what an earthquake is like. So we're going to pretend I am North America, the North American plate. We're going to pretend this other teacher is at the Eurasian plate, and across here is the Pacific plate. So this is the bottom of the Pacific Ocean. And so we're going to understand how seismographs can see movements with their seismograph and how they can see a magnitude be bigger or smaller. So if we learned the 4 different types of way plates move. So one way they move is a divergent boundary where plates split apart. So if this plate split apart, what's going to happen is it's going to create a ripple effect, fairly small one. It doesn't have much movement, but it makes it all the way over to the Eurasian plate. It's just not as big of a reaction as where it occurred right here. The second movement is a convergent boundary, continental collision, where 2 plates come together and ripple, and it's a little bit stronger. So that's why Mount Everest had a little stronger earthquake zone than a divergent boundary along like Iceland. The third one is a subduction zone. Remember, subduction zones create volcanoes and mountain ridges. The subduction zone is one plate comes over the other. You notice that magnitude or that movement is much stronger. Okay, and the fourth one is a transform boundary where plates go in different directions. So go ahead and pull one plate one way. We're going to pull another plate the other way. When I say 1, 2, 3 in a second, go, we'll let go and you'll see how much it moves. 1, 2, 3, go. Now, transform boundary is an earthquake zone that we think of. That's where we see the most movement and the magnitude is the largest at a transform boundary. That's it.